Hello, my dear children. I hope you all are fit and fine at your home by the grace of God. We'll be continuing with chapter surface area and volume. We'll be learning the sums of problem set 9 in this session. So let's start with our first question. Question 1. If diameter of the road roller is 0.9 meter and its length is 1.4 meter, how much area of field will be pressed in its 500 rotation? The value of pi is given as 22 upon 7. Now children, the information is given about road roller. Road roller means we need to see the shape of the road roller. Obviously it is the shape of a cylinder. So we'll be following the curved surface area of the cylinder, the formula. So let's start. For the road roller, that is the cylinder, diameter is given as 0.9 meter, length h is given as 1.4 meter. We need to find the area of the field pressed in 500 rotation. Since area of the field pressed in one rotation of road roller is equal to curved surface area of the road roller. Therefore, curved surface area of the road roller, that is the formula 2 pi r h. Children, 2 pi r we can write as d, that is diameter is twice of the radius. So we are writing pi d h. Substituting the values, the value of pi is 22 upon 7, d is 0.9 and h is 1.4 centimeter. 1.4 meter. So please ignore the 7 children. Now when you reduce 1.4 by 7, you will get 0.2. 7 ones are 7 and 7 0.2s are 1.4. So we get what remains is 22 into 0.9 into 0.2. When we multiply 22 into 0.9 into 0.2, we'll get 3.96 square meter. Children, this is the area of field pressed in one rotation of the road roller, that is 3.96 square meter. Now the same thing we need for 500 rotations. So we'll be multiplying this value by 500. Area of land pressed in one rotation is equal to 3.96 square meter. Therefore, area of land pressed in 500 rotation is 500 into 3.96. That we will get as 1980 square meter. Final answer. Therefore, 1980 square meter land will be pressed in 500 rotations of the road roller. Second question. To make an open fish tank, a glass sheet of 2 millimeter gauge is used. The outer length, breadth and height of the tank are 60.4 centimeter, 40.4 centimeter and 40.2 centimeter respectively. How much maximum volume of water will be contained in it? Let's understand the question, children. It is given as open fish tank. A fish tank is having a shape of cuboid. So now a glass sheet of 2 millimeter gauge. Gauge means, dear children, it is thickness. So this 2 millimeter we need to convert it into centimeter. So why we need to convert it into centimeter? Because the other things are also given in centimeter. Now, so 2 millimeter will be 0.2 centimeter. That is the thickness of the glass sheet is given. Now we need to find the volume of the water that can be contained in the fish tank. That is asked. So we need to find the inner dimension of the fish tank. So we need to find the inner length and breadth of the fish tank. So the length and breadth will be reduced by 0.2 because of the thickness. Yes or no? So the length will be reduced, that is 60.4 will be reduced twice by 0.2 and breadth will also be reduced. And similarly its height will be reduced because of the thickness. So let's start with the sum. This is the figure given to you. This is the fish tank. Here it is an open fish. Here it is an open fish tank. So 0.2 will be reduced from here and its length and breadth from there also 0.2, here from here 0.2 and here 0.2, and Length will also be reduced by 0.2 centimeter. So let's start. The thickness of the glass is 2.2 millimeter. We will convert it into centimeter, that is 2 upon 10 centimeter, that will give us 0.2 centimeter. Now the outer length of the tank, that is given as 60.4 centimeter. Therefore the inner length of the tank L is equal to outer length minus the thickness of the glass on both the sides. Okay, both the sides the thickness will be reduced, so that's why we are reducing 0.2 twice. That will give us 60.4 minus 0.2 minus 0.2. That will give us 60 centimeter. That is the outer length of that is the inner length of the tank. Now similarly, the outer breadth of the tank, that is 40.4 centimeter. So the inner breadth of the tank will be reduced by 0.2 twice. So it will become 40.4 minus 0.2 minus 0.2. That will give us 40 centimeter. Similarly, now the height of the tank is given as 40.2 centimeter. Therefore, the inner height of the tank will be 40.2 minus 0.2. That will give us 40 centimeter. So dear children, we got the length, breadth and height of the inner side of the fish tank. That is, the length we got it as 60, breadth we got as 40 and height we got as 40. We'll use in the formula of volume of the inner side of the fish tank. Now that is the maximum volume of water that can be contained in the water tank. That is equal to the volume of the tank. That is equal to, dear children, the volume of cuboid. So volume of cuboid is length into breadth into height. That is, substituting the values, we get 60 into 40 into 40. Dear children, after multiplication we'll get, children, you can multiply like this. 6 4s are 24. 24 into 4 you will get 96. Adding the zeros we get 96,000 cubic centimeter. So final answer, the fish tank can contain maximum of 96,000 cubic centimeter water in it. Question number 3. If the ratio of the radius of the base and height of a cone is 5:12 and its volume is 314 cubic meter, find its perpendicular height and slant height. The value of pi is given as 3.14. Now the ratio of the radius of base and height of the cone is given and its volume is given. We need to find its perpendicular height and slant height. Using the formula of Pythagoras we will be applying over here and we'll get the length, that is the slant height. Okay, so let's start with the sum. Here the ratio of the radius of the base and the height of the cone is given, that is 5:12, and volume is given as 314 cubic meter. We need to find the perpendicular height, that is the h, and slant height, that is L. Now the ratio of the radius and height of the cone is 5:12. Let the common multiple be x. Therefore the radius of the base will be 5x and the perpendicular height will be 12x. We'll be writing the formula, volume of the cone 1/3 pi r square h. The volume of the cone is already provided, we will be substituting the values. Volume of the cone is given as 314, equal to, we will write as it is, 1/3 into the value of pi is given as 3.14 into r we have taken as 5x and h we have considered as 12x. Now expanding 5x square, we will get 5x into 5x, that is 5 5s are 25, x into x square. So we get 314 is equal to 1/3 into 3.14 into 25x square into 12x. Now dear children, x square into x we will get x cube. So we need the value of x. So we will take x cube in LHS part. In RHS will be 314 into 3. upon 3.14 into 25 into 12. That will be in your denominator. Now dear children, 314, we need to remove the decimal, so we'll multiply 314 by 100. So in denominator as well as in numerator, we will multiply by 100. When you multiply 3.14 by 100, you will get 314. So what we'll get, 314 into 3 into 100 upon 314 into 25 into 12. 314 ones are 314 will get. Then 3 ones are 3 and 3 fours are 12. 25 ones are 25, and when you reduce this, your 4 is remaining. 4 and 100, 4 and your 4 will get cancelled. So what remains, 25 ones are 25 and 25 fours are 100, and here 4 is there, and with 12 4 was remaining. So we will get 4 upon 4, that is 1. Now x cube is equal to 1. So we will take the cube root from both the sides. We will get x is equal to 1. As we got the value of x, we will substitute in the multiples of the base and height. So r we had 5x, that is 5 into 1, we will get 5 meter, and h, that is the height, 12x, that is 12 into 1, 12 meter. So the radius we got as 5 meter and height we got as 12 meter. Using this, we will find the slant height of the cone. So we'll write our formula. L square, that is slant height, is equal to r square plus h square. That is slant height square is equal to radius square plus height square. Substituting the values, we get 5 square plus 12 square. 5 5s are 25, 12 12s are 144. Adding 25 and 144, we get 169. That is L square is equal to 169. Taking square root from both sides, we get L is equal to 13 meter. Therefore, the final answer, the perpendicular height and slant height of the cone are 12 meter and 13 meter respectively. Question number